ఎటర్నిటీ. ఇదేంటి మీరన్నది నాకు అర్థం కాలేదు. మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి చెప్పండి. ఒక్కసారి గివ్ మీ దిస్ కన్ఫర్మేషన్ వెదర్ మా వాయిస్ క్లారిటీ ఉందా లేదా? జస్ట్ గివ్ మీ కన్ఫర్మేషన్. Just give me confirmation whether you are able to hear my voice properly or not. Guys, just give me a confirmation. మీరు నా వాయిస్ మీకు వినపడుతుందా లేదా? క్లియర్ ఉందా లేదా చెప్పండి. ఓహ్! సూపర్. 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 దెన్ నా బ్యాక్‌గ్రౌండ్ వాయిస్ ఇప్పుడు అస్సలకి రావు. ఛాన్స్ అస్సలు లేదు. బికాజ్ ఐఫోన్స్ ఆర్ మనం స్టార్ట్ చేద్దామా? దెన్ జనరల్‌గా ఐల్ స్టార్ట్ ఇట్ ఫ్రమ్ బిగినింగ్ సో థాట్ కొంచెం బెటర్ అండర్‌స్టాండింగ్ మనకు కూడా ఉంటుంది కాబట్టి. ఎవరైతే మిస్ అయ్యారో వాళ్ళ కోసం ఇది స్టార్టింగ్ నుంచి స్టార్ట్ చేస్తున్నా. లైక్ ఐఎమ్ నాట్ గోయింగ్ టు టేక్ ఫర్ అ లాంగర్ టైమ్. బిగినింగ్ చెప్పడానికి ఎక్కువ టైం తీసుకోవాలని నేను అనుకోవట్లేదు. ఫర్ దట్ కాస్ ఇట్ స్టార్టెడ్ ఫ్రమ్ బిగినింగ్. ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ పైథాన్ let me continue in English. Yeah. First of all, welcome everyone to this live session. In this, we are going to learn Python from basic. It's not an intro, but this session is for the people who are thinking that I want to learn something, but I don't know where to start. This is this live session is for people who want to know about how the Python is going to work. This session is for someone who are really willing to get into a proper job with less coding. And these live sessions are for the people who wants to get a proper placements or a proper career path. And these sessions are for the people who are willing to join in any sort of software related company who are going to extend their kind of domains in terms of cybersecurity, Python, AI, machine learning, whatnot. There are plenty of domains that are having the basics of Python. And let me introduce myself. I'm Aman Elugam, and I was being Python mentor and developer from the last 4 years. Until the date, I have been training more than 1,500 students, and I have helped them in growing in Python in a professional way, helping them in building a proper real world projects and their careers. And when it comes to my specialization in Python, I was very much into NLP, machine learning, and generative AI. And I have a mission that every student need to think logical and write their code magical. You might be thinking, what does it mean? But you know, if you want to code, code beyond imagination, logics need to be beyond imagination. Code need to be in the logic. I want to make it simple. If you want to invent or if you want to try something new, think beyond logical, write the code under the logic. That's where miracle is going to start. Next thing, when it comes to today, the day where we learn to talk with machines, the people who are not very much into the coding, the people who are thinking that, like coding is not my cup of tea, or the people who think that I'm unable to get into some sort of coding. It feels really a kind of, creepier thing. How can I write code? Or, like I have seen people from CSC background who are not much into coding. They think that how can I code? I don't have any sort of knowledge. Even I'm in fourth year, I don't know how to code. If people are thinking in such a way that, then these sessions are for you. First of all, let's don't go beyond the basics or something. Let's start from the beginning about how this has started. First of all, computers are not intelligence. They are the devices. They are going to follow three specific things. First, they don't ever think whether you are going to tell a PC or some sort of device to write or to draw a image of or to draw a picture of monkey. First of all, it don't never thinks whether you're going to draw whether you're going to tell to draw a monkey or why you're telling to draw a monkey. It never going to think. Second thing, they don't understand. I mean, if you're telling to draw them monkey without any proper instructions, it can't do it because it has never seen a monkey. You have seen it and you have been in a place where you could observe every specific detail about monkey so that you could tell to other people monkey is going to look like this. It will be having a very longer tail. It looks like some sort of uh, yellow color. It have two big eyes. It have naughty mind. You will be having such an idea. But PC have never seen it. So for that reason, it never going to come on to our real life to see how a monkey will be. If the PC have an idea how the monkey is going to look, then it is going to draw on its own. And please remember this logic. Machines are not live. If you're going to give them a proper instruction, give it in a such a way that every device could understand how does it work, how does that living being is going to look. If the instruction was to draw a monkey, then it needs to be in a way that you having seen it, but the device haven't seen it. Then you need to give the device in a such a way, instruction need to be in a such a way that it need to be feel that yeah, I have seen a monkey. Monkey is going to look in a such a way, and I can draw it. And third thing, they only follow the instructions. If you're going to tell them to draw a monkey having a very long tail, having a very big belly, and making some sort of naughty things or holding a banana in its hand, only banana. Yeah. So this is the way computers are thinking. They are not intelligent. We are making things intelligent. And so you might be thinking, what is the relation between monkeys, species, human beings, or being intelligent or not? We are in a generation where AI is going to take our people's thinking, people's regular works, people's, the way they understand the concepts. AI is taking over. So for that purpose, let's start from beginning of the pieces and get into a level where we could compete other people's ideology, whether they are building an AI or whether you want to build something new from a scratch. So for that purpose, we have been talking about how computer works. But then why do computer look smart? There's a real truth behind this magic. That is, they never been intelligent. They are a kind of a child who have never seen a real world. That let me give this example. There is some sort of a box or a room in which there was a newborn baby, which was kept in that room for 18 years. And that person, that child who was brought up in the same room for 18 years, will be knowing only two things: that someone who is going to give us the food I need to eat. Then there are only four walls around the globe. They don't know what is what. They only think four walls, only time to eat and segregate or do a real world or real working itself, so like getting into washroom or dressing up or getting fresh up. These are the things that 18 years old boy who was lived in that specific room, that is going to be in his idea. Then if that person was brought into real world, then he's going to look everything very keenly because he haven't seen a tree, he haven't seen a device, he haven't seen a people, he haven't spoke to a person. So he don't know anything. Then there is a simple method of communicating with that person, that is about gestures. If you want to eat, you're going to show your hands, you're going to move your hands to your mouth, that I need to eat. Then you're going to show him. Exactly in the same way, PCs are the same kind of that kind of person where who was brought up in a single room for 18 years. I guess you are getting a little clarity to explain it furthermore, to brief it furthermore. Let's take this way. There is some sort of a rat in a lab. Okay. It was brought up in a single cube or single cage for 8 months or 1 year. It only knows two things. There are only four walls where the rat was brought up from a day one to a 10 months. It only knows how to eat, how to segregate. Other than that, it knows nothing. When the rat was brought out of the lab and it was kept in a garden, it is going to look after everything, whether it might be feeling the grass, whether it might be feeling the proper irregular airflow, it might be feeling the air density more or less, the population, the humans, how they talk, how they look, how, how the things are going to work in real world. In the same way, we see the same kind of thing because they understand it uh, after once they look it. In Telugu, there is a word, Ekasantagrahi. That means it is going to see or learn it for once. It is going to remember for a longer time. Same thing pieces are doing. That's where machine learning is going to come into a limelight. We are going to tell to a PC. Let's take this example. If you want to make a tea, how you're going to make a tea? Generally, you're going to take a bowl. You're going to put some milk in it. You're going to boil. You're going to put some water in it. You're going to boil it. You're going to put some sort of sugar in it. You're going to boil it. You're going to put some sort of tea powder in it. You're going to boil it until you boil to a certain a stage where tea smells good and you feel that there is some sort of broth or some sort of bubbles coming over the bowl, right? And you're going to strain it. You need to, you are going to take some sort of, a mesh where you are going to filter out all the tea powder from it, and you're going to have, or you're going to have a sip of the tea. What you have made. Now you have told total process to a device or a PC, then it is going to remember it. You need not to tell that how to make tea. Yes, you are going to give the command how to make. Just make a tea of two glasses or three glasses or n number of glasses. You have told the PC how to make a tea. That's it. You're not going to give up everyday instruction. Put a bowl, put a milk, boil it, put some water, boil it, add some sugar, boil it, add some sort of tea powder, boil it. You're not going to do all this kind of thing. You're not going to give a total instruction every day. You have made some sort of a tea example and you have gave to a PC. It is going to do it every day. That's about coffee rendering machines. Guys, I want to take this a brief clarity from your end. Whether am I audible clearly or not? Please ping me over in chat or else you can ping me over WhatsApp. Guys, whether my voice is clear or not, please ping me over, yeah, or in message or chat or else in WhatsApp. Okay, well, sounds really good. Then moving further, this is a common thing. Why most students fear for coding? First of all, there is a simple logic. I was hearing the simple gossip I was hearing from ample number of friends. Sir, coding is hard. Answer is very simple. Coding is very hard, sir. I can't do it. I can't make it. Then remember this. If coding is hard, then no person on globe would be person to code. We won't be in the generation of AI. Coding is never hard. In my personal opinion, I follow this. If a student tells the exam is very hard, he is a person who haven't studied overnight or over a syllabus. If you're not prepared enough to write or exam, then you are going to put some sort of issues. The question paper was tough. I'm unable to copy or something. Right? Exactly in the same way. If you haven't coded till the date, how can you tell that coding is okay? I agree. If you have seen C language, C sharp, or C plus plus or something, if C language is hard, I agree. But it's a basic for everything to learn algorithms. Let's go for Java. In the Java, to simply write hello world, it is going to take somewhere 8 lines of code. I agree. There are simple, some sort of, uh, you know, ample number of lines, which are 8 or 10, just to write a hello world. And it is full of some sort of syntax, commas, full stop, blah, 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 blah. That need to be done. In that way, coding is hard. But what if there's some sort of languages like Python, which stands for Ruby, and Golang, that is Google language. These are the language which uses only basic English language. If you know how to speak in English, if you know how to write in English, that's enough for the coding. Next, there is some sort of another reason why most people are fear for coding. I'm not from CSE background, so I'm not into some sort of computer science or information related or any other, computer related domains. You know, even you can find myself as a best example. I'm from aeronautical background, mechanical background, where I haven't faced any sort of computer related programming language. But today, I stood up in front of lots of students who was from CSA background, who are EC background. I have been learning this coding from different sources. I have learned from Rapid Skill. I have learned from many other different sources. I have made self-study from manuals of Python, ChatGPT, all other things. I have been learning from a non-IT related background. I started my career in non-IT, and now I was into IT. I was building my proper career. I was getting a good salary. I was making a proper career for the upcoming AIs. I was giving a proper competition for other companies, other people, other managers, other management, other projects. It's all because I have learned how coding is working. I have learned a basic English and how it is going to spell. And also the most a common thing, syntax. But syntax is not a bigger thing. Let me tell you. In the Google Maps, I'll show you a clear vision about how syntax is going to work in a real world. What if, what if there is some sort of, um, let's take this way. If you want to go for some sort of religious place, from your house there is 1 kilometer far, where the religious place is in the middle of the city. If you want to go there, there are plenty of roads, plenty of streets. If you are taking a wrong turn using your Google Maps, it is going to show that you need to go straight, then you're going to get your religious place. Or else, if you're missing a direction, it is going to take another turn. If you're taking a wrong turn, it is going to navigate you to a certain turn where you're going to reach that religious place easily. Or else, if you want to visit a park, if you're going to make a random number of turns, it is going to show that it is a wrong turn. You need to take straight line because the path what's your destination is in the same line what you're going. If you're taking a wrong turn, it is going to show another way. In the same way, if you're making some sort of statements without any sort of commas or full stops, it is going to tell that this is a wrong way of communicating. That's about syntax. Now, syntax is a way that it is going to tell a PC whether the instruction was up to the mark or if there's some sort of hard work or hard situation that it is unable to understand what you're going to tell that. Syntax or the breakers, it is going to give them a certain clarity. This is this thing that I'm going to tell you. And next thing, once the most common mistake or the most common mindset people are having today. If you're getting an error now, you're going to stop it, or else you're going to try for once and twice and thrice. And after that, you're going to stop it. It's a genuine answer. You're going to stop it. Like by God grace or by Mukesh Ambani's grace, we got internet in our hands. We are going to look after the things which are, we are having a connectivity with the internet. We are going to have this internet throughout 365 days. Even if you're done with this internet, you will be finding ample number of Wi-Fi's. You could connect to internet, you're going to get into ChatGPT, you're going to get for cloud or any other AI platforms. It is going to give you a solution for it, right? If you start understanding how the errors are going on, in Python, there are less. most two or three syntax in a line, mostly of in a code. Rather than that, there are less number of syntax as compared to Java, C language, C sharp, or other things. So your syntax free. Today, something will change. In this session, we are going to change something that by my sessions, we are not going to memorize. You need not to make some sort of, yeah, after this one, you need to do that. It is not something like when we are in childhood, we are going to do these things. 2 plus 2 equal to 4, 2 into 2 is equal to 4, 2 into 10 is equal to 20. We are not going to memorize some sort of tables. Thing is very simple. We are not going to memorize. We are not going to remember. We are not going to butify some sort of lines. We are going to understand it. Because in future, if you're going to attend in a company, the logics or the lines what you're going to butify or memorize are not going to be in the same way. You're going to write something new. Then that's the purpose where you need to understand it. Second thing, there is no rushing for syntax. If you're going to miss a syntax, there is other way how you can, how you can represent. In the sessions, in the whole this Python series, I'm going to tell you for sure. By the end of this Python series, I'm going to give you a word. You are going to be in a stage where you can learn everything. You can write your code by yourself. You need not to go around AIs or something. You'll be in a position where you can tell your friends how a Python is going to work, how a code need to be written. And next thing, we are going to learn logical. We are going to think logical, write logical, work logically, and write your code by yourself. And next thing, what makes you qualified for these sections? If you're thinking logical, like if you want to show your nose, directly you can put your finger on your nose. You need not to, rotate or make some sort of circle around your face that, yeah, here is my nose. You need not to, point your finger around your head and you need not to point your nose. Just you're going to show here your nose, or else you are going to show a logic that nose will be in the shape. You're going to put your finger on it. Second thing, we need problem solving skills. It is not rocket science. Problem solving skills are not, it's not an inherited thing. If you're, in when we are a child, we are going to learn basic maths. Starting, they used it to tell us additions, multiplying numbers or subtracting numbers. We have been taught simple maths starting. Then afterwards, we have been got into some sort of algebra, trigonometry, all other things. But we have started with simple addition, subtraction, or multiplying number, dividing numbers, or something. Roots, squares. We have taught in the such way. The same way, problem solving will be same. We are going to start zero, from zero, at most zero. I'm not going to bring that. You need not. At least you might be heard in your college. I'm not going to put that kind of things. So for that purpose, let's learn from basic. Let's learn from zero. And also, I want you people from tomorrow or from the next session to start coding with me. I want you to code with me. Just listen to the live sessions, code by yourself. Simple. That's very simple. And also, I want to give you this caution, already cautioned here, that I don't want you people to just listen to this live. I want you to practice it with me. If you get any sort of errors, we are on live. Ask any sort of doubts, I'm going to resolve it. As I told in the workshops, if you're going to get any sort of issue, if you're unable to stand up or if you're unable to text over the in-app, then you have my WhatsApp number. Just ping me over WhatsApp. I'm not going to take your name. I'm going to resolve it, your issue. And next, being creative. This is for a person where if you want to build something new, if you are building some sort of projects in your college, then learn basics properly, learn fundamentals properly. And after that, getting creative thoughts will be in our hands. If you're stuck with a code, give me a call, give me a message over WhatsApp. I'm being your mentor for upcoming this fundamental series of Python, and we are going to learn from basic. So, getting creative thoughts is never a thing. And I want to give you this clarity that no one is creative. Every error is going to give you a more opportunity to learn more in a different way. As I mentioned in few workshops that copy paste was never an idea. Copy paste was never an idea. Cut and paste was the logic. People who was trying to build or cut and paste scripts, there was some sort of issue. That's how copy was came into a limelight. Errors was a new opportunity to learn something new. If you're making errors, then observe it properly, what kind of output you can get. And you then there is a new idea where you're going to put up on the plate. Now, first of all, let's learn more about Python. From the start of this sessions, we might be thinking about, sir, why Python? Why Python? Why not Java? Why not C language, C sharp? I'll tell you. First of all, it's in demand programming. Everywhere Python is very much booming. Like even memes are less than Python. I'll be sure. I'll be sure. Memes are very less as compared to Python users. There are plenty of operations, plenty of things you can do with Python. And from your end, that from tomorrow, I want a good number of people to be in this, yeah, in this session. Tell your friends, guys, this session is for free for everyone. We don't need any sort of registration. If you want to learn Python, tell your friends to join. From upcoming sessions, these sessions will be more, more and more for learning online. And there's a question from one of our friend. Let me clarify it. Sir, which app should I use for Python? Sure, I'm going to give you this clarity from the Hello World. Okay. Before I tell you about Hello World or starting our first line of code, I'm going to tell you which app. Okay. There are plenty of apps. And guys, if you have any sort of doubts, you can ping me or WhatsApp or else you can ping in chat. And now let's talk with the actual Python. First of all, Python, it automatically repetitive the task. It saves plenty of hours. What if there is some sort of quotation that 100 people work and 100 dumb people working on a simple task can be done by a 10 intelligent people? This is some sort of quotation. That there are 100 dumb people working on a single task is going to take 10 hours of a time. Then what if you are making 10 intelligent people to do the same task? It takes 5 hours. 5 hours, 10 intelligent people. What if you are making an intelligent device or a proper instructed device or a PC, it takes 1 hour, 1 hour of time to do the same task. In the same way, how we are instructing a device, that is the way it is going to save lots of hours of the time we're doing the same simple thing. Second thing, in Python, it is going to analyze the data, find meaningful patterns. You might be getting a wrong idea, but I'll tell you. There is some sort of movie that I'm not very sure with the movie name, but it is about a Mars mission. Yeah, I got a movie name that is Mission Mangalyaan. There is some sort of a movie that in that movie, there is some sort of scientist who is having a dream to send a satellite to onto the Mars. Okay. So when a satellite reaches the Mars, it is going to share the data about a few pictures, climate conditions, how it is going to, observe the things on Mars. The data is going to reach the India or reach to the Earth. Then it is going to put few things that how the conditions are. It is going to give us some sort of output. The data what was sent by satellites will be on Morse code. So the to give you a simple clarity, that is binary. The way the satellite has sent the binary code to Earth, that need to be replicated to a human, common human related or understandable language. That's about data is going to get analyzed. And to give you a better idea and a few more examples, we might heard about Zomato, Swiggy. I eat biryani regularly as an example. I know it, but if I want to eat biryani regularly, I'm going to order on Zomato regularly. Then Zomato is going to consider my billings or my orders on my account. It is going to give me some sort of new suggestions by analyzing my order data. What if on Monday I eat biryani, on Tuesday I eat this fried piece biryani, on Wednesday I eat chicken 65 biryani, on Thursday I eat Arabian mandi, on uh, Friday or any other days. Yeah, on Friday, I'm going to eat some sort of juicy mandi. On Saturday, I'll be eating some sort of prawns biryani. On Sunday, I'm going to eat regular biryani. These are the biryani types. Then, following my eating patterns, it is going to give me suggestion. At regularly evening in 7 o'clock, it is going to give me a pop up. Buddy, it's Sunday. You are going to have some regular biryani. I'm going to give you a coupon ordered online on Zomato. It's going to give me a kind of suggestion how it is possible. That's about analyzing my data on my account. Second, building, third point, building application on real world. Python is a vast communication where it is going to replicate our intelligence by using data, by using application, by using the previous usage. And putting it is the projects which is going to build your portfolio. It is going to give you a name. If you're building plenty and plenty of projects, if you're working on different ideas, if you're going to solve different kind of problems, that is going to give you a portfolio. And also, it gives you a lots of career opportunities. In the cybersecurity workshops, I have mentioned that if you're learning in each topic in cybersecurity, it is going to give you a vast thing of opportunity. But when it comes to method of getting into Python job roles. If you want to get into web development, it has an opportunity. If you want to get into some sort of game development, it gives you an opportunity. If you want to build an operating system, it gives you an opportunity in Python. And there is a proper path for beginners, for confidential coders. In this, first of all, we are going to learn basics. We are going to understand how a code is going to work. We are going to write a program, a basic program about hello world, comparing with other kind of programmings. And also, in the same way, we are going to write building blocks, decision making, automation, and going beyond the projects. We are going to discuss everything. First, the roadmap. For learning Python, we are going to need the fundamentals about writing a code, syntax, variables, and data, and also concepts. And after that, we are going to make DC to work on decision making and how AI is going to work, how machine learning is brought into Lambda, and all other things, and how we need to automate tasks. And there are only simple rules that is going to matter. Making mistakes is not failing. Remember this. If you're making mistakes, it's not wrong. Please do remember. Mistakes are the mothers of a newborn ideas, newborn inventions. I agree. I agree that if you're making mistakes, it is going to give you a new path tomorrow. So for that purpose, I want everyone to learn from mistakes. If you're stuck with the mistakes, I'm here for you to guide throughout the operation. And every bugs we fix, we are going to get stronger methods, stronger, understanding of the specific columns. And today, we mark the beginning of coding journey. We are going to learn from basic. Then, once we stop failing, we are going to stop learning. And I want you to fail in terms of learning, same thing. And guys, I want you to give me a promise that we are going to make mistakes, but not similar mistakes every day. Make mistakes every day, but not similar one. If you're going to stop or if you're going to fail or getting an error regarding a variable, you are going to learn some sort of variable today. Tomorrow we are going to make mistake in some sort of operations or oops concepts. Today you have made error in oops concept. Learn it tomorrow, new mistake. Every day need to be new mistake, not repeated mistakes. So that learning can be fun. So that learning can be an advanced level. It's not a basic thing, but it's a must thing to fail. But every expert was a beginner a day. Today, if you're being a beginner, I was a day. There was a day I was a beginner. I was struggling to learn coding. Then after plenty of attempts, plenty of failing and writing, rewriting, and ample number of codes, ample number of scripts. Today I'm here to solve any kind of issue regarding Python, any kind of issue regarding a project. And moving forward, we are ready to begin. We have taken our first step being here that let's write code together, discover what's truly capable of creating. And remember, experts are the people who were refused to give up. So I repeat it once again to give you better clarity. Experts are the beginners who was refused to give up on their first mistakes. And we are going to wind up in upcoming 10 to 15 minutes and by telling why Python and what Python. First of all, why Python? It's a very beginner's guide to a world's most accessible language. Python is built for humans. Genuinely, this is a statement. Python is for humans itself. First of all, we are going to focus on logic. We never worry about syntax. We only bother about logics. If you want to tell a person directions to reach his destination, we are going to tell them take right, take left. That's it. You're not going to tell how much acceleration you need to give, how where you need to put on brakes. Brakes, accelerator, these are the things that is going to tell about syntax. It's only logic. We are going to tell the directions itself. We are not going to tell about the speed limits or something. We are going to tell only the directions. Exactly for the Python, we are going to use this kind of things, just only directions. That is the logics. And in the Python, the results are very much powerful in terms of building very big projects. Even a complete beginner can build a project. As an example of calculator, you know, tomorrow or upcoming within 2 or 3 sections, I'm going to give you a word. We are going to be in a place where we can write or build our own calculator. I'm going to give you this word. I'm going to give you this word that we'll be in a capable position that we can build our own calculator using Python. Even if you don't have any PC, tell your friends that if you're not having some sort of laptop or a PC, Aman sir, he's here to tell you the platform where you can work on your own phones, how to write your code, how to make a calculator. I'm going to tell you. Nothing to bother. And in Python, there is used to be a statement, worldwide community. Now, it's never a community. It's all about AIs. Just use ChatGPT's Cloud or Google or something. And first of all, let's know what is the origin of Python. As we have discussed about origin of coding, origin of how coding have came into language. Let's talk about how the name Python is came. There is some sort of surprising story. It feels literally, simple, but I'll tell you. There is some sort of creator. That name, Gurio Van Rosen. His name is Gurio Van Rosen. He was a person who was very much fed up with Java coding, C language coding. This is a kind of a worst nightmare about. finding syntax. Writing a code is a very big thing, but there is some sort of creator or a person, a random person named Video Van Rossum, who was a developer of Python, who have built in 1980, having a concept. Why do I need to put this heavier load or this creepier things of creepier lines of code? He wanted to make some sort of regular base of programming language. Just use Python. So just use simple English to write a code. Simple. This is the kind of idea we that person have got. This Gudio von Rassam have got this idea to make programming language that need to use simple English. And after that, it got inspiration from there's some sort of a series, comedy series. There was some sort of British comedy series named Monty Python's Flying Circle. Simple. There's a show named Monty Python's Flying Circus. It took a name from that show, which is a British comedy show. It took from that. It's not some sort of tradition or something. It's not about snake. It took inspiration from the comedy show because in the comedy show, people were never using a complex jokes. They were using a simple basic English where major people could understand what they are trying to tell, what they are going to put up on the table. In the same way, Python was came into limelight using this comedy show. And after that, he wanted to make coding to be fun, accessible for everyone, not irritating, not serious. It need to be fun and accessible. And next, this there is a kind of story that is I want to give you this clarity. It is not going to be any sort of interview about Python, who was the creator of Python, what was the origin of the Python. No one is going to ask it, but it's a kind of a thing to remember. It was came into limelight in 1980, and the founder or the creator was Video Van Rossum, and the comedy series name Monty Python's Flying Circus. Then you might be getting this idea where the Python or what kind of companies Python was acquiring. First of all, Google, most heard name, Google. Google is going to use Python for research, YouTube or AI development, and next clips. It is going to give you on base of algorithms what kind of what we say, what kind of shows or what kind of genres you're regularly watching. And next, Instagram. As I mentioned earlier in plenty of workshops, if you're going to listen or if you're going to watch reels regularly based on your mood, the reels are going to get changed. And what Python power today? This will be a last topic for today. And in the next session, we are going to start with the actual installation part. And if you don't have any sort of, PC or any other methods to learn or practice Python, I'm going to tell few methods where you can learn Python or where you can execute Pythons. Then, what is the power of Python in today's life? First, artificial intelligence. Do you think that, only Java, C language or any other programming language are only based of AI, ChatGPTs, or cloud or perplexities, or even DeepSeek? Plenty of AIs are coming into limelight using machine learning and TensorFlow, PyTorch, and AI is going to be accessible for everyone using Python. Next, game development. It creates plenty and plenty of games. It has a higher future for game development. Even AIs are unable to be in a position where they can create a proper games. Might be creating chess or snake and ladders or few kind of simple board games, but it was never an idea of AI. It could go beyond PUBG, go beyond Free Fire, go beyond Call of Duty, go beyond Mobile Legends, go beyond any other God of War or that kind of creative games. It was happening by humans, by Python, by the few languages, graphical user languages. Next, coming to data science. Every company need data engineers. Name a company, it is going to have a data engineers. Name a company, it is going to have data analytics. Next, coming to most versatile thing, that is web development. You are going to have ample number of frameworks using this Python. Yeah, guys. So we are going to wind up session within 5 minutes. If you have any sort of doubts, you can unmute yourself. We are going to. I'm here to answer all kind of doubts. Ask me any sort of doubts. I'm here to resolve it. And you can turn out your mic. You can speak up, guys. You can turn on your mic and you can speak up. I'm here to resolve every kind of issue. And within 3 minutes, we are going to wind up the session. And from the next session, we are going to start actual coding. This is the introduction session where we are going to know more about how Python was working, how the coding was started. Guys, you can unmute yourself. I gave you an option to unmute. If you're feeling uncomfortable in getting into, turning on your mics, you can simply put on WhatsApp. I'm going to read it out. I'm going to resolve your issue. Guys, we have more 3 minutes of time. Yeah. If you're clear with everything, we can wind up the session. How many days this workshop will be conducted? Uh, there was an actual plan of for upcoming 1 week or 10 days. Guys, this is not a workshop. I want to give you this clarity. It's not a workshop. These are live sessions. This is a series of Python. Simple. Any more doubts? Open for every kind of question. You can shoot it. Yeah, this is a very nice question. And will it be practical or just theory? First of all, as I mentioned, day one will be a theory, and from tomorrow, without any sort of practical, the session is not going to end. Please remember this. Without any sort of practical, the session is not going to be end from next session. Everything will be practical. I have mentioned that I want you people to work on Python with me. I'm not here to just tell you. We are going to work. I'm going to write lines and you're going to write with me on your end. So these fully practical sessions, these are fully practical sessions itself. You are going to write code with me tomorrow. If I'm going to write hello world, you're going to write hello world itself. If you want to make changes, do it. Yeah, and more doubts. And also, I request everyone from tomorrow or from next session, you're going to get updates in the group. Tell everyone to join in it. It's a free session. People who are registered or people who haven't registered can join in this. And we are going to give you this clarity. Anyone can join it. Whether a 10th class candidate can join it, I'm open to telling because I'm going to tell this from a basic. From basic. So no bother whether you are having prior knowledge or not. Everyone can join. It's for everyone. Python is for everyone. And more. I'm open for more doubts. Guys, yeah, you can ping me over WhatsApp or else you can ping me over in-app messages. Free of cost or not, it's completely free. I'm mentioning it's completely free. The series who are going to attend this are completely free. I'm not going to ask a single penny from it. Python is for everyone. Yeah. So these classes can be attended by any person. The people who haven't registered can also attend this. I'm going to answer for everyone. And the people who are asking about the people who got registered, guys, there is a simple how many days conducted classes. These classes will be up to 1 week. Up to 1 week, I'm going to make you to a place where you'll be able to write your code by yourself. Remember this? Within a 1 week of time, I'm going to make you a person where you can write your own code. I'm going to give you this promise. Just I want a proper practice from your end. Just learn from the session. Write write with me in the session on your end, and getting doubts, ask me over chats. Getting issues, ask me over any sort of means of communication over the social media or on WhatsApp or in message. I'm here to sort it out. I'm going to tell each and every question. Bother not. Session is for everyone. And I'll give you this clarity. Few people will be getting this idea. Sir, what is a difference if you are getting registered or not? If you're getting registered with rapid skill, you will be having live sessions in the same way. But even though the learning in this, as I mentioned, this is the fundamental series of Python. But if you want to learn more and more, then I want you people to get registered. If you're not getting registered, I'm not going to push you. It's your will to get registered if you want to learn more. Out of basics, there is something that will be in the rapid skill. So Python is not 1 week basics or to advance. It's 2 months duration now, sir. Exactly. As I mentioned earlier, Python basics or Python fundamental series. As I mentioned earlier, Python fundamental series is this itself. In this, I'm going to teach you in a way where you can write your own code. If you want to get into advanced level, it takes months of time. So to learn advanced level of Python, you can get registered with Rapid Skill. But this is the fundamentals where your college have or haven't taught you. But the things what I'm going to teach you here, that I'm going to give you a promise, I'm going to give you a word. The things what I'm going to teach you in this, you haven't seen in anywhere of the internet, because I'm going to tell you the things that is going to be applied in companies, in projects, in real life, in internships. And I'm open for more questions. We're going to learn basics of Python in this and give you clarity. Fundamentals. We are going to make a strong foundation in this series of Python. Bring your friends tomorrow, even your friends from different college or the people who are working on companies. Sir, I want to do internship, but I don't know what to do. First of all, if you're having skills, polish it up and do visit our Rapid Skill official YouTube channel. In that, there is a section for resume and there is a section for interviews. Go through it, and do you have any sort of doubts? Give us a message over WhatsApps, or else give us a mail at support at the Rapid Skill. We are going to help you out. In the same session, I want to give you this clarity. In the same session, I have gave a proper clarity how to apply for internships. In the same live session of YouTube, which I has conducted on Sunday, which is of yesterday, we give a proper clarity how to play for internships. I have basic skills of graphic design. Sounds really good. You can open rapidskill.in page. In that, there is a career option in which you're going to find out opportunities. If you find a job opening related graphic designing, just apply for it. Our team will contact you and they are going to arrange an interview for that. If you find your job role, just do it and more. I'm open for more questions. Yeah, guys, if you have any sort of doubts, I'm open for it. If you're thinking your question might be silly, then give us a message on WhatsApp. Simple. Any more doubts? I'm going to wind up the session in upcoming 3 minutes. In upcoming 3 minutes, I'm going to wind up the session. Before that, if you have any sort of doubts, please ping us over in-app or else on WhatsApp. Yeah, I guess no one is having any sort of doubts. Then it sounds, yeah, it sounds like a bye for now. Have a great day. And if you are getting any sort of issue over learning, then give us a call or give us a message over WhatsApp. We are here to sort it out. Thank you for joining. And I request everyone to inform your friends about the live session, which are live and free of everyone. Thank you. Thanks for joining.